Hello and welcome to this very special interaction here on WION Sports. We are absolutely delighted to be joined from Hyderabad by the coach of the defending IPL champions, Sunrisers Hyderabad. He's a two-time World Cup winner himself, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome Tom Moody to WION. Tom, the 10th edition of the IPL is right around the corner. What for you has been the IPL's most defining contribution to world cricket in the last 9 years?
Well, I think it's given a lot to world cricket. I think firstly from a domestic point of view, I think what we've seen is the domestic game here in India grow dramatically. We've seen a lot of talent come through the system, and it's been a wonderful platform for young emerging players to rub shoulders against some international superstars. I think also from an international point of view, it's been a wonderful opportunity for players and coaches for that matter to come here and experience what has been an incredible journey, and that is the IPL over the past 9 years.
Tom, it's been a long, grueling and intriguing season of cricket here in India. Your assessment of the action gone by?
Yeah, look, India have been dominant, haven't they, at home once again. You know, the series against Australia was an enthralling series. Both teams were pretty evenly matched, and I think at the end, the Indians, showed at home that their dominance is, a bit overwhelming. So, they were deserved winners at the end.
Yes, Tom, it was one hard-fought series, wasn't it, between the top two ranked sides in Test cricket. So much went on outside of the contest between bat and ball. They really went hard at each other, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. That's what you expect from high-level teams. You don't expect them to leave anything behind. They're always going to go hard and play the game hard. It's a bit like in any tournament, in any sport around the world. When you've got the very best in the world, there's a lot of pride at stake, and there's some performers and also teams that want to get over the line, and they throw everything at it.
Yes, there was quite a lot of action happening between both the teams, Tom, and now you have an almost unenviable task of bringing these two worlds together. All of a sudden now, David Warner and Bhuvneshwar Kumar go from the heat of the battle to sharing the dressing room.
Yeah, look, that's not an issue at all. What happens on the field, in my view, should always stay on the field, and that's certainly the philosophy we'll be having here at Sunrisers. There's certainly not going to be any issues with regards to the interaction with players. We've got a vast variety of internationals in our squad, and in the past, it's been one of the strengths at Sunrisers is we've always sort of viewed ourselves as a family, and that family is still a very strong unit, and we're looking forward to bonding again and doing our very best in defending our title.
Tom, is that perhaps one of the biggest plus points of the IPL then, the way it brings cricket together? Somewhat like you have the Olympic truce during the Olympic Games, you don't have any clashes. We now have what we are calling the IPL truce.
Yeah, look, I think that, that's the beauty of the IPL, is that you obviously have 4 internationals playing on the field. You have up to 9 in your squad, and what it does, it sort of breaks down, those barriers. There's not only, opportunity for people to learn from a cultural point of view, but there's also an opportunity for people to understand and learn from each other and really get to know the person. A lot of people may have a perception to what a certain player may be like just from what they've seen on the field of play and just what they've seen with regards to when they've played against them. But once you're in the same dressing room and you share time together, whether it be over breakfast or whether it be at a training session over a period of time, you realise and recognise what the true person is and the character is.
Okay, Tom, enough on what's gone by. Let's get to what lies ahead. Your team comes in as defending champions, the Sunrisers Hyderabad. What are the thoughts and expectations in the camp as you get set to defend your title?
Look, again, it may sound a bit cliche-ish, but at the end of the day, we'll be doing our very best to prepare like we have done every other year. We've got a big game ahead of us in the first game on the 5th against RCB. We know that's not going to be a pushover. They're a very, very good side, and they have been a dominant side for some time. So, we're looking forward to that challenge. I think from my point of view is that, we just want to make sure that we have a completely fit squad, number one, and two, that we, gel together as quickly as possible. We've got a few new members to the team, both internationally and domestically, and we need to integrate those players as quickly as possible and just get that atmosphere going again and that winning environment.
Tom, if I could ask you, what was your favourite moment, or in a sense your favourite takeaway from that title-winning campaign last season?
Oh, look, I suppose the very last ball, when we knew we secured the win. There's so many memories along the way. In any IPL campaign, it's a bit of a roller coaster where you get a bit of a roll on and you feel like you can't lose a game, but then suddenly you hit the brick wall and you need to, brush yourself off and get back into winning ways. But I think at the end of the day, winning against RCB, as I said, is a terrific side full of superstars on their home patch was pretty unique, and that will remain with me for a long, long time.
Also, Tom, the foremost thing about your picks at the auction in February were the two Afghans, Mohammad Nabi and Rashid Khan. What an achievement it is for that pair, and also indeed, in a sense, for Afghanistan cricket.
Yeah, they've done very well, haven't they, Afghanistan? I think they've been one of the real success stories as a cricketing nation over the past few years. They've grown in stature. They're a very competitive side. We've seen them grow over that 2-3 year period, and there's been a couple of individuals that have been standouts, and we're very fortunate to have picked up a couple of them in Rashid and Nabi in the auction. They will certainly provide a lot to our squad with regards to the depth and versatility of it, when it comes to selection, and they're both in form. They both had terrific series against Ireland, and we look forward to welcoming them, into the squad, and we'll see if one or both of them play in the first game.
That's a big giveaway, Tom, but also asking you about the captain, David Warner. He led gallantly, scoring an astounding 848 runs in IPL 2016. But he's had a bit of a tough outing in India during the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Are you worried?
Yeah, look, he showed some good form in the very last game in Dharamshala, and with a half-century and a good partnership with the Australian captain. I'm not overly concerned about David's form or lack of form. To me, it looks like he's hitting the ball. He looked in pretty good touch in that last Test match. T20 cricket is a completely different animal than even 50-over cricket, and certainly Test cricket. And it's a format of the game that, particularly from a batsman's point of view, you're one shot away from feeling $1 million. And we know David's got many shots in the bag, and he'll be very desperate to continue his terrific form for the Sunrisers. And one thing that we know for sure is he loves leading this team and this franchise, and he's by nature someone that leads from the front.
Tom, we tend to refer to you as one of the best cricketing minds around, so I'm going to ask you to put that hat on. What do you make of your opponents? Now, who, according to you, presents the toughest challenge to your title defence?
Yeah, look, I think one of the beauties of the IPL is that it is unpredictable, and I think that the unpredictability is down to the fact that most teams carry between 8 and 9 overseas players, and every country is available to be playing in the competition. So we have superstars from all around the world, and I think that provides a lot of balance to the tournament. So to sort of pick out a side that is going to present us with the biggest challenges is going to be a tough one. I think the obvious ones are Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore. Two of the teams that always are up there at the pointy end of the tournament and are hard to beat.
Okay, that was Tom Moody, coach of Sunrisers Hyderabad, setting up IPL 10 for us.